Coronation Street's Elaine Jones made yet another exit from the ITV soap on Friday evening, but in light of her umpteenth departure from the cobbles, a new theory by express.co.uk suggests this could be the last time viewers get to see her. Elaine, played by Paula Wilcox, has been a staple character on Coronation Street over the past few months, having moved in with her son Tim Metcalfe, Joe Duttine, and his wife Sally Metcalfe, Sally Dinover, earlier this year. This was because her only child had just undergone triple heart bypass surgery and she wanted to be on hand to help with his recovery. The mother of one also kept him company whilst his wife was living away from the cobbles after she went to visit her sister, Gina Seddon, Connie Hyde, for a couple of weeks. However, she was given her marching orders in Friday's episode of the ITV soap, and as she bid farewell to her son, there seemed to be a solemn tone to her departure. As Sally wanted some alone with her husband and feeling as if Elaine was getting in their way, she managed to convince Tim to tell his mother she had to go. Although it was awkward to start with, the mother of one did accept she had probably outstayed her welcome, but she wanted to stick around to make sure Tim was okay. Elaine did miss out on a huge part of her son's life after his father, Jeff Metcalfe, Ian Bartholomew, lied to him for years she was dead. Having spent more than enough time ferrying after her son, making him dinners and trying to make sure he stayed as calm as possible, Elaine packed her bags. After loading up her car with her belongings, she bid farewell to Tim and Sally as she said, "Right, that's me. I'll be off, then." Not too fussed about saying goodbye to her mother-in-law as she wanted to get Tim up the stairs, Sally swiftly remarked, "Thanks for everything, Elaine." Tim added, "By then, Mum. I'm going to miss you. Thanks for all the board games and all the films. I'll get some fresh ones in for the next time you come." "You going to be all right?" Elaine asked him, and before her son could answer, Sally said, "Oh, he's going to be absolutely fine, you get going." Desperate for his mother to stay a little while longer, the taxi driver asked, "There's no rush though, is there? You could stay for a cup of tea, couldn't you?" It seemed the departing character was going to accept her son's invitation, but once again, Sally interjected, stating, she wants to beat the rush hour traffic. It's going to be bumper to bumper in half an hour. Sally's right. I don't need to be stuck in traffic needing the loo, the mother of one replied before making her way to the driver's side of the car. Wanting some reassurance Elaine was going to be all right when she returned home, Tim said, "All right, give us a call when you get back then, yes?" 3 rings, she replied as she finally got in the car and drove off, much to her daughter-in-law's delight as she and Tim could have some alone time. With Tim being so adamant his mother should stay, this could be a hint Elaine isn't going to be returning to the show. History could repeat itself as when she gets back to living her normal life, she could suffer from a heart attack. This is what Tim had a few years ago, beginning his heart problems, but one factor which played to his advantage was his age. Unfortunately, Elaine doesn't have age on her side, and it could be ironic she dies of a heart attack considering she was trying to stop her son from having one. Elaine's death could spark a new storyline for Tim as he struggles to accept the woman who was absent from his life for so many years has finally gone. Although he would treasure the time they had together, he would be furious Sally convinced him to send her back home. He could blame Sally for his mother's death and state if she had stayed with them, she would probably still be alive. This latest exit for Elaine comes almost a year since she made her first exit from Weatherfield, and it has not been revealed whether she will be back in the future. When it was first announced Elaine was in fact Tim's mother and not just a random woman from Jeff's past, it was the beginning of an explosive new chapter in the villain's coercive control storyline. The actor who plays Tim, Joe, opened up on the storyline twist, stating, he felt that his whole life was a lie. There was a photo album with not one picture of his mum, and his dad convinced him his mum didn't like having her photo taken. That is a massive thing to go without for your whole life. It is the ultimate betrayal, bad enough to find out what his dad did to Yasmin, but also that his dad's behavior goes back to when he was a child. Where did he lies stop and where did they start? First and foremost, he wanted to make sure that she was safe and that she was okay, after not seeing him for years. That was his main concern before he could even think about the possibility of building a relationship with Elaine, Joe said at the time. He has sympathy for her because of what Jeff did, he continued, but will he ever get to make more memories with her again if she dies? Taking to Twitter, viewers expressed their shared frustration with Sally, who was becoming annoyed with Elaine rearranging her home. Ellie wrote, "I swear Elaine is the mother-in-law from hell. Don't even think about moving into my house and replacing my cushions. #Corrie. I know Elaine is probably trying to make up for missing his childhood, but come on #Corrie." Dion added, "But will Elaine be back to cause more havoc in the future?"